So let's jump into create column model. So Control P and then search for create column model right there. So inside here, we're going to begin by importing use state from React. We're going to import use mutation from Convex React. We're going to import API from .. So this is always importing wrongly. So .. and then .. convex. And then we're going to import the dialog component from .. UI dialog, which we installed from SADCN, and then dialog content and dialog header and dialog title. And then we're also going to import the toast component from Sonar. So toast from Sonar. Now we're going to have some colors here, which I'm going to go ahead and copy because it's going to be faster. So right here, we have some preset colors. And the way that we're going to be using this is that when we create a new column, we want to assign a certain color to it. So you can add more to this to have some bit more of diversity, but this is going to suffice for our demonstration. Now, the create column model takes in the is open prop, it takes in the on close, the board ID, and the theme. And then inside here, we're going to have our state values. So const name and set name is equal to use state. By default, it is going to be an empty string. And then const selected color, and set selected color is equal to use state, and then pass in the preset colors like so. And then const create column is equal to use mutation, and then pass in api.columns.create. We don't have this function, so we're going to create it. And then let's have our handle submit. So const handle submit. Submit is going to be an asynchronous function, which takes in the event as follows. And then we're going to say e.prevent default. And then we're going to check if there is no name.trim to remove the spaces at the end, then simply return, because it means that they have not typed in anything. Otherwise, we're going to say await create column, and then this is going to take in the name as the name.trim to remove any extra spaces. The color is going to be selected color, and then the board ID is going to be the board ID. Now you can have it as that, or you can simply remove one because it has a similar name and JavaScript understands that, and this should have a D, board ID. Now once we do that, then we want to go ahead and reset the input. So we're going to say set name back to an empty string, and then set selected color back into the preset colors, but then select the first one that it shows this one as the default one. And I just noticed that we should do the same thing right here, so that it selects the first color. And then once you do that, then you want to call the onClose function, which is going to close the model, and then toast.success, where we're going to say new column added. So new column added. Now our return is going to be as follows. We're going to return the dialog component with the open prop being equal to the is open, and then on open change is going to be equal to the on close. And then inside here, we're going to have dialog content. Now dialog content is going to have some dynamic class names like so. So max with -md and then $ curly bracket. If the theme is triple equal to dark, if that is true, then bg -slate -900, otherwise bg slate -100, and then close it out. And then inside dialog content, we're going to have dialog header and then dialog title. So dialog title, which is going to say create new column. And then below the dialog header, we're going to have a form, which is going to have an on submit, which is going to be calling the handle submit. And then it's going to have a class name of space on the y of 6, close it out. And then inside here, you're going to have a div and then a label with dynamic class names. So block, and then text-sm, font-medium, margin on the bottom of 2, and then $ curly bracket. If the theme is triple equal to dark, if that is true, then text slate -100, otherwise text slate -900. And then close up the label, and the label is going to say column name, just like that. Now below the label, we are going to have an input with a type of text with a value. Value is equal to name and then on change, you can type it. We're going to go ahead and say set name into e.target value, and then the placeholder is going to say EG in review, and then the class names for this is going to say width-full, or padding of x of 3, padding of y of 2, rounded-md, order slate-800, EG slate-950, text slate-100, placeholder slate-400, and then on focus outline-none, on focus ring-2, and then on focus ring-purple-500, and then close it out, but then set it to required as well. Now we can save that, and you can see that right here we have our model, and this border is applying wrongly. So if we have a class of border here, and then change this into border-slate-700, that look, I think that's better. And then on light mode, we're going to say border-slate-300, that the is going to be visible on light mode. Let's see, not so visible, but you know. And now this one is defaulting to name because of this part right here. The value here should be equal to the name, like so, instead of the text that says name. There we go. So now you can type into it. So you can say something like YouTube projects. Then when you create it, then it's going to appear as a column here. So let's go ahead and create the second input that we need. So right below this div, we're going to have another div. And then let's go ahead and copy this label because it has the same class name, so we don't want to type it out. But this is going to say column color, like so. And then below this label, we are going to have a div with a class name of grid, and then grid-columns-4, and then a gap of 3. And then inside here, you want to map over the preset colors. So preset colors.map. And for every color that you get back, we're going to open this up, and we're going to return a button with a key of color. So key is equal to color because there are no colors that have the same hex value or that repeat. And then this is going to be a type of button. And then when you click on this, we want to call the inline function that says set selected color into the color that we click on. And then the class name for this is going to be dynamic. So size-12, rounded-large, border-2, border-2, transition-all, and then $ curly bracket selected color is equal to the color. If that is true, then border-purple-500, and then scale it to 110. Otherwise, we want to return border-slate-800, and then on hover, scale it to 105 like so, and then close it out right there. And you know what? This should be self-closing because we're not going to be rendering anything inside the button. But then we want the button to have the background color that is similar to the colors that we have inside here. So the way that we're going to do that is using the style attribute here, and then open up an object, and we're going to say the background color is going to be equal to the color that we're getting back right there. That if I save that, then this is how it looks. Please load in. It should not do that, or this should have a small O. There we go. So now I can see that we have some colors here. Should have a gap on the colors here, a gap of 4. Did I not add a gap of 4? Or can do gap of 3? 4 seems huge. There we go. So now you can select these colors, and then when you select any of these colors, so whichever one you select, and then you create the column, that column is going to have the corresponding color. Now we're going to go below these two divs, and then we're going to have a button with the type of submit, and then the class name for this is going to say width-full, padding on the y of 2, bg-purple-500, text-white, and then rounded-md, font-medium, then on hover, bg-purple-600, and then transition-colors, close it out, and then this is going to say create column. So create column, just like that. Now you can see that, and our button appears right there. So that now if I click on this orange or yellow one, and then the column name that I've given it is YouTube projects. So if I say create column, then the column should create. Oh, wait, we haven't created the function to create the column. So let's jump into Convex and then into columns, which is right here. And then let the create function become the first one. So right below our imports, let's go ahead and create our function. So we're going to say export const create. This is equal to a mutation. Open this up. And then I'm going to pass in some arguments here, which is going to be name, which is v.string. And then the color is v.string. And then the board ID is v.id coming from the boards table. And then our handler function is going to be an asynchronous function, taking the context and the arguments. And we're going to go ahead and do some copy pasting. Let's copy and paste this bottom one, which has the throw new error, as well as I think this part is also necessary. Let's copy, paste it here. And then once we do that, then we want to go ahead and get the columns. So const columns is equal to await context.db.query, and we're querying the columns table. We're querying it with index of by board. And then we're going to have a callback function here. We're going to say query.equals and then pass in the board ID and compare to the arguments.board ID, just like so, and then dot collect. And then once we have that, then we're going to say const max order, meaning the highest order for that particular board. We're going to say math.max, and then open this up, spread out the columns, and then dot map over them, like so. And then for every column that you get back, get the column.order, like so, and get the -1, meaning get the last one. And then const column ID is equal to await context.db.insert, and we're inserting into the columns table. And what are we inserting? We're inserting the name as arguments.name. We are inserting the color as arguments.color, the board ID as arguments.board ID. We're inserting the user ID as user._ID, and then the order is going to be the max order +1, and then the created art, we can say date.now, just like so. And then once we create our column, this should be a semicolon. So once we create our column, then we're going to say return await context.db.get, and then pass in the column ID, just like so. So you can save that and Control J, and if you check inside your convex, then we should have a check mark. Now, if you go back and say create column here, then it should create the column if our app reloaded. And we're getting an error that says board not found. So board not found is because of this part right here. And I hope I did that correctly. So context.db.get arguments.board ID. If there is no board, or the board user ID is not equal to user_ID, throw new error. Okay, so we are getting an error. Let's check inside here. Let's just confirm that our boards were added. Okay, so the boards exist, but then we have this table no longer exists, because remember how I named it wrongly. So we should be able to delete the table right here. So delete, and then now we're going to remain in the tasks table here, and then the users table, and then the boards. So the boards exist. We are not creating. Let me shift F5 to reload this. Let's try it again once it has reloaded. So new column, let's say YouTube projects. Let's give it this color and then create. So still getting the same error, board not found on convex line number, convex.js line number 25. Okay, I just noticed something. Right here, we are getting back context. We need to await. We need to await context.db.get. And that probably means that where I copied it from, we also need to await it. And I don't know whether it carries forward even right here, await. And is there another function? We need to check all of these functions now. because that's probably going to be an issue. So await is correct here, and then await is correct here, and then await, and then await. Okay, so those seem to be correct. What about the tasks? So tasks right here, await, and then await. I think that should be okay. That is okay. Now, if you go ahead and try to create, you can see that I deleted even the boards that I had in my convex because I thought probably it's persisting some kind of state. So I deleted the boards and then created a new one. So create a new column called YouTube process here, then create column. And there we go. So now the column has been created. You can see that the column appears right there. So next, let's go ahead and create the column component.